Hi everyone, my name is Marjdan Mortezaee. I am coming from the University of Bonn, which is in Germany. I am a certified professional for user experience, certified by the UXQB International Usability and UX Qualification Board in Germany. And today I am here to give you a very brief overview on the application of usability engineering to medical devices. So yes, the contents of this presentation will be three main points. So the first one will be usability as an international standard. The second one, usability in the context of medical devices. And the last part will be the usability engineering process. So first off, we have two frameworks, which is firstly the international standard and the technical report, which go hand in hand. So first, to the international standard, it specifies a process for manufacturers to analyze, specify, develop, and evaluate the usability of a medical device in regards to its safety in order to identify, assess, and mitigate risks associated with the correct use and user errors, but not abnormal use. So if the international standard has been complied with, the usability of a medical device related to its safety is presumed to be acceptable unless there is objective evidence to the contrary. So we have the framework for the application of usability engineering on medical devices on the left. Then on the right, we have a technical report that functions as kind of a framework that provides background information and guidance on how to implement those techniques. So this form is called the Guidance on the Application of Usability Engineering to Medical Devices. Its purpose, as said, is to provide background information, general understanding of, and guidance to helpfully implement usability engineering. The important part here is that this is no requirement. The technical report is no requirement, but a guidance that also offers tutorial information on how to implement the elements required by the IEC 62366-1, which is on the left. And it contains user research techniques, analysis techniques, design techniques, medical device usability approaches, planning and implementation of the usability engineering process, and benefits of applying usability engineering, as well as how to improve user satisfaction. So let's define usability in the context of medical devices, but also define it first in the overall understanding. So following the ISO 9241-11, which provides a framework for understanding the concept of usability and applying it to situations where people use interactive systems and other types of systems, or also products and services. Usability is defined as the extent to which a product can be used by specified users to achieve specified goals with effectiveness, efficiency, and satisfaction in a specified context of use. So these three words are very important for usability, effectiveness, efficiency, and satisfaction. Going on to the IEC 62366-1, which we just saw in the slide before this one. Usability is defined as characteristic of the user interface that facilitates use and thereby establishes effectiveness, efficiency, and user satisfaction in the intended use environment. So we have another important element here, which is the user interface, which is also abbreviated as UI. And the user interface are basically all means by which the user and the medical device interact with each other. So basically going to the main part, which is the usability engineering process, we have a little diagram here, which is an example of a usability engineering project for a graphical user interface. So this is just an example. But what is the usability engineering process? Well, this process says that the manufacturer shall establish, document, implement, and maintain a usability engineering process to provide safety for the patients, users, and others. This process shall address user interactions with the medical device according to the accompanying documentation. The goal of it is to identify, minimize use errors, and thereby reduce use-associated risk. Some, but not all forms of incorrect use are suited to control by the manufacturer. The usability engineering process is related to the risk management process, which includes the transport of the medical device, its storage, the installation, the operation, but also maintenance and repair and disposal. The usability engineering activities for a medical device shall be planned, carried out, and documented by a personnel competent of the basis of appropriate education, training, skills, or experience. Very important here is that everything should be documented so that you can look at the documentation later on and find the same objective findings as you did the first time. Another important point is that this process is iterative, so means it should be repeated until there are no further findings and all risks have been reduced or eliminated, which can be assessed by the manufacturer. So one requirement to do that is that the manufacturer has to have all-round knowledge of all known or foreseeable hazard-related use scenarios prior to selecting those hazard-related use scenarios that you will use for the user interface evaluation plan. Again, the goal of this process, of this usability engineering process, is to identify, minimize use errors, and thereby reduce use-associated risks of the medical device for the user, the patient, or others. And yeah, you can take a look at this diagram and get a picture of how the usability engineering project can look like. Then lastly, to sum up everything a bit, so if you apply usability engineering to medical devices, what it does for you is that in terms of safety, it decreases the harm, hazard, and risks which can be induced by the product, by the device to the patient or others. And when you connect it with usability, you can decrease these hazards and at the same time increase the effectiveness, efficiency, and satisfaction of the product, of the medical device for the patient. So you have safety and usability in one. If you would like to have any further information of the parts that we talked about today, because this was a very, very small, a very brief presentation without any details, you can take a look at the bibliography, at the books, and get a deeper understanding of everything. I would like to thank you for your attention. Thank you very much.